Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Blanco the Slime, and it's time for your what to buy and what to avoid in GTA Online this week. And of course, we have a really exciting week this time around, guys, because we got the new update, the new DLC has dropped, the expanded and enhanced has dropped for PC players, meaning they now have access to the HSW upgrades and stuff like that, which, just so you guys know, all HSW upgrades are 30% off this week. I just want to make that clear first and foremost before we even get into the video, because that's huge. That's a big dub, big W on Rockstar's part, man. Because not only did they put the expanded and enhanced for free, and not only did it come sooner than a lot of people expected, being March 4th, a lot of people thought it was going to come much later in the year, but also 30% off HSW to kick off the week for all the PC players to kind of catch up and get all their cars upgraded with the HSW mods. That's honestly awesome. Real, gotta give Rockstar their flowers. But anyway, man, I do make consistent GTA content on this channel, so before we get into the video, if that is something you are interested in, take 1 second of your time to hit that like and sub button. I do cover these every single week where we pretty much go over all the details of the weekly updates for GTA Online and pretty much decide what you should and shouldn't spend your money on, or also invest your time into, or not invest your time into. So just to go over a few things, some of the new things that have came out with this week's update. Of course, we do have the Coquette D5. This is based off like a 2005 or 2006 Corvette, and we can see the official price is 1.7 million. And honestly, I can say off the bat, this thing is definitely worth the money. I definitely recommend buying the brand new D5 Coquette. That thing is absolutely awesome. And we do have 2 new aircrafts, also part of the drip feed with the Agents of Sabotage DLC. That being first up, the Iron Mule, the DH7 Iron Mule. Honestly, I bought this right away. I've been really hyped. I never bought a cargo bob in all the years of playing GTA. I never bought a cargo bob, and I'm happy I didn't, because now they got like a more modern, more updated, way better version of the cargo bob. I had to buy this thing immediately, man. This thing is absolutely awesome, and it's huge. Like, the design of it is just dope, bro. And it has like a camera angle that you can switch to and actually see what you're picking up with the hook, unlike the cargo bob where you kind of have to guess. And then next up, we do have the Titan 250D. Now, I haven't purchased this yet, but I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm pretty sure you need a specific type of property to purchase the Titan. I don't think this could fit in just any hangar, but I might be wrong about that. Let me know in the comments down below if you could purchase the Titan and put it in a regular hangar, or if you need like a specific type of, property. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. I never owned the Titan, and I don't really see a point to be honest. But another new aircraft that came out with the drip feed is also the Duster 300H. Another one that I can't really recommend buying, man. Like, I mean, it's better than the regular Duster, of course. It's a more modern version of the regular Duster. So of course, if you want it for that reason, go ahead. But I really don't see a need why you would ever use this aircraft. Same thing with the Titan. Like, for PvP, for missions, there's just so many better vehicles for both, killing NPCs and also playing against other players. But anyway, let's get into some discounts now. Moving on to Legendary Motorsports, we do have the Grotti Cheetah Classic at 30% off, and just a heads up, that is an HSW convertible vehicle, so you can make it a HSW modified car for all the PC players out there. And next up, we also have the Pagasi Zentorno. Now, this has obviously been available for everyone on all platforms for years, but it's still one of my favorite cars. I'm not gonna lie, man. I bought like 2 of these things when I saw they were on sale. You really can't go wrong with getting a Zentorno for 500,000. It's still like a top 20, top 25 car performance wise in the entire game across all classes of vehicles, and it's very cheap. So it's one of the most bang for your buck, I guess you could say, like, vehicles in the entire game, even at its default price. But on sale, it's easily one of the best, bang for your buck vehicles in the whole game. Next up, we have the Vapid Rattle. Now, I don't know why you would want that. We're just gonna skip over that. That car is trash. I definitely don't recommend it. Another one I don't really recommend is this Vapid Dominator GTX. It's like the old, they got the newer Vapid Dominator that looks much more like the modern Mustang. This one it just doesn't even look like a Mustang anymore compared to the new one. So honestly, even though it is 30% off, I really can't recommend getting the Vapid Dominator GTX. The performance isn't too great either. Next up on sale, we do have the Seabreeze and the Howard NX25. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've never flown either one of these aircraft, so I don't know how they perform. I don't know what the customization is like. Therefore, I can't really give an opinion on it, unfortunately. And now we have some sales also going back to the Warstock, website. Where is it? Right here. The B11 Strike Force. Now, this vehicle, I do recommend buying it. It's not the best, but it definitely, if you know how to use it, it's definitely useful even in PvP, but also against NPCs and stuff like that. It's really fun to fly and really fun to use, but again, you have to know how to use it, otherwise it's not that effective. It is weaponized, obviously, and like I said, man, it does perform pretty well. So I can honestly recommend the B11 Strike Force. Now, next up, we have the Tula and also the Molotok, I don't know how you want to pronounce that, but these two are also at 30% off. Now, again, unfortunately, I have not ever flown either one of these aircrafts. There's actually a bunch of aircrafts in this game I've never flown. I'm probably going to start buying a lot more now that we have more space with the new hangar and stuff like that, which, speaking of the new hangar, this is the new property. Now, unfortunately, I already bought it, so it's not showing the price, but it is about 1.4 million. It's like just under $1.5 million. And honestly, I do also recommend this business. I will have a video coming out tomorrow, kind of like a full guide and breakdown of this business and the most effective way to do it and, make money with this business and stuff like that. Just kind of informing you guys all the need to know, info about this business. But just off the bat, just some short details. I definitely can recommend this. It's on the cheaper side. Getting a business for 1.5 million is almost unheard of in GTA. And to be able to make, a good amount of money with it. And also it opens up, I believe, 20 more slots at your hangar, your big hangar. This one could only hold like 3 small aircrafts, I believe, like the Duster and stuff like that. The Duster 300H, the new one, even. But yeah, honestly, off the bat, I can say I do recommend this business, but I don't want to get too much in detail because, again, I do have a video I plan on dropping tomorrow where we will go over this business in depth. So I don't want to, ruin the all the talking points of that video. So we won't go too much in depth in this video, but all I will say is I definitely recommend buying this business. You will be getting your money's worth 100%. Now, moving on down to the casino for your prize ride this week, for the lucky, spin on the wheel, we will have the True Fade Z-Type. This is like it's based off like an old school, like classic Rolls Royce. Honestly, it looks pretty sick. It is one of my favorite cars in the game from like that classic category, not favorite cars in general, but from those really like old, like classic 60s and 70s cars. Honestly, it is probably one of the sickest looking ones. And if you can get it for free with the spin at the wheel, definitely go ahead and try to grab that. It is for free. Now, next up, one thing I won't be doing this week is the challenges, but this is your prize ride at the LS car meet, the Yosemite pickup truck. Honestly, I'm not going to be doing them, though. I really don't care for that car. But what I do want to talk about, man, 30% off all HSW upgrades this week in GTA Online for all the cars. Now, here is the list for all the PC players. I'm sure you guys already are on top of it and you know which cars are HSW, compatible. But if you don't, you can just visit the LS Car Meet and look at this list right here on this laptop. It will literally tell you every single car that you can put the HSW upgrade on. And again, guys, 30% off all HSW upgrades this entire week. Definitely take advantage, man. If you guys had cars you've been waiting to convert to HSW, now is definitely the time to do it, because HSW is really, really expensive, bro. It's not cheap. So definitely get it while it's on sale. Your HSW test track vehicle this week is going to be the Karen Vivanite. Nothing really too special here. It is available on the website. So if you want it, just buy it on the website. You'll save some money compared to buying it here because it already has some customization on it, right? But now the 3 regular test track vehicles, we do have the Ubermacht Xeon Classic, which I can recommend. This is another really good classic car. To be honest, the customization is pretty solid and the performance is pretty solid. Nothing too special, but if you want it, you definitely won't regret buying it. I will say that. Next up, we do have the Exemplar, the Dubachi Exemplar. It's very cheap, and honestly, for the price, it's an OG vehicle, and you might as well get it, man, for the price that it goes for. It's very cheap. Now, the Helion, honestly, I've never driven, never owned, and never customized, so I can't really recommend it, but I haven't really heard great things about it. I do want to just see how much the Exemplar costs. $205,000. You really can't go wrong, man, for $205,000. Definitely a solid car. Now, of course, being it's very old, it's not going to have much in terms of customization, but for $205K, you really can't go wrong. Now, at Simeon's, we do have some heat and again some OG vehicles. I really like this week, man. This week we got a lot of OG vehicles being right here, the Pegassi Vaca now, or Vacay Vaca. I never knew how to pronounce that. I'm gonna just say Vacay. The Pegassi Vacay is not great in terms of customization or performance, to be honest with you, but it's just so nostalgic that you like have to get it whenever it's available, and it's very cheap. It's like $200K, so you gotta get it, man. It's very nostalgic. Next up, we do have the Debachi 770. Now, this car looks really cool, and I definitely suggest buying it. It doesn't cost that much, and for the price, you definitely get a really good car, and honestly, it looks really good from behind too. Pause. But yeah, definitely recommend that 770 for sure, especially at that price point. Next up, we have the Vapid Click. Honestly, I can't really recommend this car. It's kind of cheeks, bro. I don't know why you would want to buy a Vapid Click, but this one I could definitely recommend. This is the Benefactor Serrano, another really, like OG vehicle. When you think GTA when it first dropped, like these are the cars, bro. The Vacay, the Serrano, the Exemplar, like these are the cars, man, that were here 10 years ago. So I definitely recommend buying these. I always recommend buying the nostalgic, like OG cars. You really could never go wrong, especially because they're cheap, man. RIP to the good old days when you go get yourself a really good sports car in GTA for like $150,000. Anyway, moving on to luxury autos, we do have the new Coquette D5. Now, again, you could just buy it on your phone. No need to buy it here. But one thing I did want to point out, the Banshee GTS that came out with the Agents of Sabotage DLC, a few months ago, the version here at Luxury Autos, it actually does have black stock wheels. So I know I'm usually a collector in cars with black stock wheels. I like having the stock wheels in a black paint color. So if that's something you're interested in, I did just want to let you know they do have black stockies on the GTS in Luxury Autos. Now, moving on to the Cotton Factory, Garment Factory, whatever you want to call it. The priority file this week is going to be the Project Breakaway file. This is going to be, your double money file going for $300,000. So if you want to make some extra money, definitely go ahead and get that done. It is honestly, all four of these missions are fun. I really like this business, with these little missions. A lot of people didn't like it because it's recycled stuff, but I thought it was fun, man. Honestly, I enjoyed playing all four of these files, but probably the fine art one the most. But Project Breakaway file is definitely not bad. Doesn't take too long. It's pretty easy and, pretty decent way to make some money this week. Now, let's move along to the salvage yard. I don't know why we still cover these when none of these vehicles are claimable. Really nothing to talk about. The salvage yard is what it is at this point. It's pretty much a pickup truck business, tow truck business. I think doing the robberies for the salvage yard are a waste of time, for how long they take and how little they pay. If you can't keep the cars, if the cars aren't claimable, there's really no reason to do these robberies, but we still go over them just in case you guys are interested. I show you guys the 3 cars that you can rob, but unfortunately, again, none of them claimable. So this week, the salvage yard is just a tow truck business once again. Now, your location for your time trial is going to be right down here, close to the docks. This will pay you $100,000, so definitely get it done. And PC players, welcome to the HSW time trial. You can now have access to HSW time trials, and this is going to be the location of that. These pay $250,000, so for those of you on PC who are enjoying that new expanded and enhanced update, definitely keep that in mind. This is a very easy way to make $250K in about 2 or 3 minutes. Definitely go get it done. They're a little challenging, but it's definitely manageable. It's doable, right? But anyway, that wraps us up for today's video, guys. Very, very exciting week for GTA Online. We got a lot of good discounts, a lot of things on sale. We got a brand new business. PC players joined in on the fun with the HSW and all that stuff. Very good time for GTA right now. GTA 6 is dropping soon. We're trying to keep this train going, trying to keep things rolling. Again, take 1 second of your time, hit that like and subscribe button, especially if you made it all the way to the end. And turn that bell notification on too, so you can stay up to date with all uploads. I do make consistent GTA content on this channel. Things from weekly update, reviews and, things you should buy, things you shouldn't buy, top 10s, top 5s, business guides, money guides, heist guides, everything, man. Subscribe, like, and until the next one, peace out, boys.